What's up, everybody? Finishing a slice of pizza. It was delicious. Prince Street Pizza. If you're in Los Angeles, very good. Very good. Tomato pie. Very good.
All right.
Mulberry Street. Very good. And any other pizza you see in Los Angeles, trash. I just gave you the list.
Domino's ain't on that list.
Domino's ain't on that list. Papa John's ain't on that list.
Papa John's ain't on that list.
No
chain pizza.
Raffalos. No chain pizza.
No chain pizzas.
No chain
really.
pizza's good.
Nah.
If you're a New Yorker, no chain pizza's good. Because if you're from the Midwest and you never had New York pizza, then chain pizza's fine for you.
Right.
It's beneath me.
But White Castle, that's all.
Oh, White Castle.
If White Castle made pizza, you be getting that. That's beneath me.
Prince Street was really good. That was really good. Yo, shout out to our sponsor, Captain Kirk Jamaican Rum Punch. I noticed, and Kirk, I'm sure you noticed as well, we haven't been drinking as much rum punch as we have when we first started the podcast. Because now everybody's on something like, yo, I be drinking a lot. I got to slow down my drinking. So we still love you, Kirk. It's still the best. I have one every couple of nights. I'm in the house by myself chilling. Get a little Captain Kirk, watch some TV, some Sports Center. So I still knock them back, but I just like, yo, I got to chill with the constant.
Yeah.
You know.
I need to find a chaser with it. I mean, it's strong, but just something to.
No pineapple juice. Oh, you know what you do? You do
pineapple juice.
Pineapple's good.
Mango
you could
or something like that.
Yeah, like one of those pineapple mango mixes or
Yeah.
apple strawberry, something like that, like banana strawberry. With
Yeah.
that, boom.
Yeah.
Out of here. That's how I do it at the house.
Yeah, I for a weekend, I can do about a half, but I'll sip on it all day. Just
don't worry, I'm gonna hit you up for the next shipment.
Man,
especially when I'm having a house. I got a new house. I'm having it renovated. I think I told y'all that. But when the house is done and the housewarming starts, I'm gonna need
that's got
3 cases. We're gonna have a serious housewarming party when the house is done.
Oh yeah.
Joe Feezy Fox, what's up with you, man?
Hey man, I'm good. I'm real good, man. I feel good about the performances I did for the Netflix is a Joke weekend.
Okay, how many shows did you do?
I hit the stage 3 times. One at the Belly Room, one at it was in Torrance, California. The View. There's a entertainment venue.
The View. Okay.
That was a day party. That wasn't an official Netflix is a Joke show, but that was cool. It was nothing but the funny. J. Anthony Brown actually stopped by. So.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking. Oh yeah, he doing good. He just hey, we got a special guest. It was J. Anthony Brown. He just popped on stage and just freaking just destroyed in the middle of the day.
Good for him, man.
Shout out to
Jay. You could do it anywhere,
man.
If you could do it, you could do it anywhere. You could do it anytime.
Yeah, that was good to see him, man. Shout out to J. Anthony Brown, and
what's the third one? You said Torrance. You said
third one was Chocolate Sundae.
Nice.
15 years. I'm gonna say 15 years.
What?
Since the last time we went on Chocolate Sundae. Went up.
How's that possible?
Hey man, it was one of them clubs.
You were on the list, or they called you was in the room?
I was in the room. I think they have a drop-in spot, a space for somebody comes in.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ron G. He put me up, and it was a good set. I did 10 minutes.
Okay.
It was a dope ass time, and then I guess they have some new people running it, and they gave me the email, so I'm sending my avails and all that.
That's crazy, bro. 15 years. I wouldn't let a year go by without performing at any club in LA.
But Chocolate Sundae specifically, because it's Sunday, and they have their process or whatever.
Yeah.
When you walk through that door,
what up?
What's up, man? When you walk through I'm new in town, and you get on hey, what's up? The waiting list, the new faces, and all that, and it was a weird, odd time, man. And then going on the road, coming back and forth Sunday, Monday, that's a travel day, so that wasn't part of my comedy circle for the longest time, and I just didn't want to go through that I'm a new face door, especially, I'm already working in the factory on other dates. So I was real thankful for it because it's, wait your time will come or whatever. But on that night, I was there. I went up, dope ass set, and I can't, Easy work, man.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you. You did shows for the festival?
Yeah. I had 2 shows festival related, and then I did 1 show in Long Beach at the Laugh Factory that wasn't festival related. Mm-hmm. But my first show was for Netflix is a Netflix radio. Mm-hmm. Netflix is a joke radio show. Shout out to my man Nick, who got me that out of nowhere. Just emailed me, hey, I want you to do one of the shows for the Netflix festival. And I was like, bet.
What venue was that?
The Sunrose Hotel, right across from the Comedy Store.
Okay, right across the street.
Yeah, so that was real dope. That was a great show. And then I did a Shima Franklin and Friends the next day. And 3 Doors, a venue called 3 Doors.
Yeah, it was on Vine Street.
Nice venue, bro. I hate the location, but inside, it's a dope-ass venue. So it was a good week. I got the chance to go to the roast. Shout out to Naeem. I got to hear him working out his set for the roast, and he delivered pretty good, man. He was top 3 of that roast, man. So shout out to him. Congrats to him.
Shout out to him.
But this weekend, or this last week, is one of those weeks.
Wait, hold on. So for the people that don't know, that's viewing this somewhere else in the country, for the last 5 years?
Nah, maybe 3.
Last 3 years, yeah. Netflix has a comedy festival in Los Angeles. It's a week-long festival. It's called Netflix is a Joke. Every comic and their mama is in LA doing shows at every comedy club, every live event space that you can think of. There's a show going on. I was on vacation. My baby's birthday was May 2nd, so I was torn between cut the vacation short. I had an option to cut the vacation short and come home and do shows, or just stay on vacation. Jamie Masada, who I love dearly, lied to me about the venue, the nights, and all that stuff. So I was like, rather than deal with all the bullshit, I'll just stay on vacation. I'm so glad I did. I didn't do any of the shows. Didn't see any shows. Didn't see the roast. But I had an amazing time with my kid. He needed the vacation. I needed the vacation. We needed the vacation. So it was great. But to hear everybody, was active and working and running around, that's very cool to hear. And if you got a chance to, if you were in LA and you got a chance to see any of the shows, let us know what you think about what shows you saw. And if you not in LA next year, they're gonna do it again. So bring your ass to LA and see some dope shows.
Yeah, to feed off of that, not everybody was active. People may have been out, but not everybody.
Yeah. Man, there's a lot of people out.
And that's what I was about to say. I think this month is mental health awareness month. So this is going to tie in to what I was talking about. This is just a message to a lot of the comedians that didn't get a chance to be on any shows or whatever. A time like this could be very mentally draining or mentally challenging to a lot of comedians who may feel like they're not worth it. Their career is not going good, or they let this week determine what their worth is. Even as a person, let alone a comedian, it's just one of those things where they could feel like, hey, I'm not accepted in this fraternity, or nobody is looking at me. I can't get no opportunities. So it's actually depressing for a lot of comedians this week.
Well, you know what? I will be. I'm not gonna say it was depressing, but the first offer I got was to do 3 Doors, right? And I was like, why they want me to do 3 Doors? Why can't I get a fucking comedy club? This guy got a club, his own night at the club. This guy got his own night at the club. Give me a fucking comedy club to do a night. Which they came back and gave me a club, so that was cool. But I was kind of like, yo, what the fuck y'all doing? Don't be offer me some big shit. Give me a theater for where I think I am. Give me a fucking theater. You know what I'm saying?
And imagine you feeling like that. Imagine people who couldn't even get on nothing. Right. And it made me think about this game as a whole. This whole week, I was blessed enough to be able to get on some shows, but I also dealt with a small amount of bullshit. But it's going back to that post that you sent us talking about how comedians are depressed and comedians, we battle with this and battle with that, and I completely understand why a lot of comedians and people in this business deal with that, And I use the metaphor of the drug speedball. And if anybody don't know what that drug is, it's when you mix heroin and cocaine together. And,
no idea.
And this is the drug that killed Chris Kelly from Crisscross.
Oh,
took speedball. And really what that is, you're mixing a stimulant and a depressant all together. So and it confuses your heart. Right. And it makes your heart go out of whack.
Okay.
And when your heart go out of whack, it causes them to have... heart attack. heart failure, right? And this game can do that to your mental. You can be on a high 1 second, right? And then in 30 minutes or in 20 minutes or whatever, your high can go to a low that fast.
Right.
And something like that can really take your mind out of whack. So like I had a great set at the venue at the Sunrose, killed it. You know, some agents in the building. It was dope. Walk across the street to the Comedy Store right after my set, and they're on that bullshit. Like, I'm trying to get into the belly room. They're like, yeah, is there anything I can help you with? Or I'm like, hey, man, you know, we trying to just, you know, go to the
Who was you with?
Me and Isaiah Kelly.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, we just trying to go to the shows. He was like, yeah, you guys got any wristbands or anything? Now, I knew this guy at the door. And I'm like, hey, man, it's Trey Elliot. Not like on no Hollywood. Like, hey, let me take my hat off. Maybe you don't recognize me. He's like, yeah, I know who you are.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, why y'all? And then it was another guy who was there, like, yeah, you know, Netflix, so we're just being real careful. I'm like, bro, you know, we all comedians, we all in the festival. So.
Okay, so let me stop you right there. Just put a pin in that. Because, like I said, I was gone. But what I heard about the Comedy Store when I got back from Syracuse, I got back Monday, I heard that everybody knew that all the comics were hanging out at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
So everybody that's not a comic was like, we gonna mob up in there and just hang out in the hallway and meet our favorite comics. So it was the whole night. It was a lot of that. Like, yo, are they with you? Like, nah, I'm just like Louis C.K. 10 people around him. They with you? No, I didn't know who the fuck they were. Okay, you guys got to go outside. Yo, you got to wait.
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld might come in. Yo, 30 people like, yo, Jerry, are they with you? No, I don't know these motherfuckers. So it was a lot of that. Like, we there to hang out. And so once we get in, we just going to stay in the room or stay in the hallway and never leave. We're going to pay to come in and never leave the whole night because we're going to see everybody and hang out in the hallway. And so if you went, it was like, what I was told is that those comic people just in the hallway where the comics usually hang out, just like taking pictures. Hey, can I get a picture? So they had to keep coming, sweeping the hallway like, who you here with? Are you a comic? Are you with him? Okay, y'all together? All right, bet. You're not here? Yo, you got to go, bro. You got to move. So it was a lot of that all night. Not to say that is example for excuse for what happened to you, but they was like, we got to police it because the whole fucking city's trying to come in this building.
Yeah. So, and like I said, I knew my man. He's a black dude. I knew my man's at the door. I was like, hey, man, like, you know. So anyway, he gives me a talent wristband. But the guy who was there kind of was just on some bullshit. But I was just like, whatever. So I go upstairs to the belly room just to see what show was going on in there. I'm sitting. Now it's a good crowd on the main floor, but I'm at the top where we normally sit for cracking up, right by the green room.
Yeah.
So my phone ring, you know, vibrating. So this, you know, in the cut, nobody's up there with me. Just like, oh yeah, I'm in the store. The guy not the black guy, the other guy he just happened to come up because he was upset that I had got a talent wristband. Are you on your phone? I said, huh? Are you on your phone right now? Are you serious? I'm like, hey, bro. I'm like, hey, I'm handling some family stuff right now. What up, nigga?
Just walk on in.
Close the door. Did you? Okay. So I'm like, hey, I'm handling some you know, a little family emergency, whatever the case may be. You're not even supposed to be in your phone. So I look at him, and I'm just like, I just looked at him, didn't say nothing. I get up and just open the green room door, go in the green room. 2 minutes later, security comes in the green room.
Whoa.
I'm still on the phone, handling the call. Wifey crying, so I'm trying to make sure some shit cool. I need to talk to you. I said, hey man, let me wrap this up, and then, you know, we could talk in a few. You know, I'm dealing with an emergency. I'm sorry about that, but we need to talk now. We need to go downstairs and talk.
Security.
Okay. Or whoever dressed up as security.
Okay. Yeah.
I said, yo, babe, let me call you back. Go downstairs. I'm like, what's up? So tell me what happened. I'm like, nothing happened. I was just upstairs by the green room door. Took a phone call. Your guy comes up. Are you on your phone? I'm like, yeah, I'm handling a phone call. I wasn't in the middle of the show. I wasn't loud. We know the protocol. I'm in the cut. Like, nobody even paying me no attention. There's nobody up there. You're not even supposed to be on your phone. Why would you even have your phone out? So then the black dude who gave me the wristband comes, Trey, what's going on, man? I'm trying to look out for you.
Wow.
And I'm like, nothing is going on. I said, I was just on my phone. I said, when you gave me that wristband, I said, don't make it look like I came in here and you looked out for me. Now I'm causing a problem. I said, that's not what this is. I said, I made a phone call. Didn't nobody say, hey, when I give you this and you go upstairs, yo, just don't pull your phone out. Don't be on your phone. I said, nobody said anything to me of the sort.
I need to know what's going on now.
I said,
tell me now.
I tell you,
This story is juicy.
I said, it's funny though, because any Thursday that I'm up in here and anybody on their phone, nobody has ever came up there and said anything about somebody being on their phone. You're not supposed to be. I said, bro, I'm a comic. We're all comics. I said, you know how much we sacrifice and how little we get to perform here, and y'all treating us like this? I know Netflix is here, but they go home, and we still gonna be here.
Right.
We're comics, man. Like, I didn't think it was a problem having my phone. Is your name on the wall? Wow. I said,
here we go.
I said, look, you know, and then I said, I'm not being unruly right now. I told the black dude, I said, look, we'll talk later. I said, but I'm not even like that, bro, for you to look out for him. Then I'm about to come in here and call some status. I don't even get down like that, bro. But so then the white guy, Tone, he was at a 10, just trying to be tough. And then I'm just explaining to him, like, bro, didn't nobody explain nothing to me, man? I didn't do whatever. Then it kind of goes down to an 8. I'm like, I'm not even being unruly now. He said, no one said you're being unruly, whatever. But I said, but y'all came at me kind of crazy. Wow. And then he was just like, I'm going to let it slide this time, but just don't have your phone out, whatever. Said, it's all good. And I left. And then I told the black dude at the door, I said, hey, man, appreciate the wristband, but it's too hectic, too crazy, man, so I'm out. And that's the thing. You go from a high and cross the street in 20 minutes, then they give you some bullshit.
Okay, so they were talking about their experience this past weekend with Netflix.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest is in the building. Comic, actress, restaurateur.
Unwilling.
Unwilling.
I'm sorry, mama.
All around funny person. We welcome her to the green room, Miss Nika King.
Yeah.
I'm gonna my very first question. It was Nika Williams. Are you married?
No, I'm not married. Well, at first it was Shanika Williams.
That's before I knew you. I didn't know you when you were Shanika.
Right.
You got money when I met you. It was Nika.
It was Nika Williams.
Okay.
And then I changed it to Nika King because King is actually supposed to be my last name. My dad's mom married a guy with the last name Williams, but the real baby daddy had King as the last name.
Okay.
So that's how I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go. I went to my family reunion. I'm like, I'm gonna take my name back. So
okay, there you go. Okay, I always wondered that. I was like, maybe she was married and kept it.
Never married.
Pull the Nicole Murphy. I'm keeping that Murphy. I'm broke, but that Murphy rich.
That part.
That's funny.
Well, welcome to the green room.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is nice.
I don't believe you're a drinker.
No, I'm not.
Okay, we have Captain Kirk's Jamaican rum punch on deck.
Ooh,
If your
okay.
guest would like one, it's the best rum punch in the world. If they want to try it.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you.
I got that for you if you want to still
a little
Saratoga.
Yeah, we got
A little wall time.
How's life? How's everything? Did you perform for the festival?
Man, I did not perform. Usually I have a show in the festival at the Improv Lab. I was trying. I had my team on it. And you know what? I really, when it didn't happen, I got discouraged.
That's what
That was
that's
okay.
what this whole conversation was when you walked in.
The leaders of
about.
comics feeling a certain way about that.
I didn't even go to a show.
Really?
I didn't go to one show. I was like so, like, you know what? You work so hard in this business. And I'm like, I've had a show, I think twice. Yeah, back to back. And I'm like, what was so hard this year where I couldn't get a show? I'm on season 3 of Euphoria. I still got a little juice on my name.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm
Getting
like,
some money.
and it's the
It's
lab.
real
That's
money.
right. It's the lab. It's 55 people. We always sell out every time. And I just was like, damn, this is like, it hurt my spirit a little bit.
Really?
A little bit.
That's exactly what, before you walked in, what I was talking about, how, you know, this week or last week was such like a mental challenge to a lot of comedians to where they was just like, man, like I feel worthless this week.
Yeah.
Like I could feel great any other time, but like for this week, I just kind of feel worthless.
Yeah,
I can't get in here.
Yeah.
I can't, like they bullshitting me
Yeah.
here.
But then you realize, oh, this is Hollywood. You forget.
Yeah,
You forget
yeah.
for a second because when we're comedians, we're all coming in at the same level, and when all you got to do is be funny and kill, right?
Right.
You're gonna get stage time. If you're funny, you're gonna get time. But then you realize, oh no, it's a bigger play that's happening.
One thing, Mark, can we turn this AC on? It's 4 Negroes in here now.
The melanin is circulating.
Wait, I was about to make a point. Okay, so you said this is Hollywood. Yes and no.
Okay.
The thing with the festival is what the comics have. Part of the reason why some of the comics have a problem with the festival, it's not comedy that weekend. It's the suits take over comedy.
Yeah, it's like a takeover.
The industry takes over the one thing that they stayed away from all year round. We just got to do this like. They're gone now, so we can do whatever we want. We can leave here.
But isn't that Hollywood?
But listen, we can leave here tonight. We can go to the factory, walk right in.
Yeah.
We go to the store, hang out all night.
Yeah.
But then that weekend, this weekend that just passed, the suits are like, oh, we want the store. We want the factory.
And shout out to the factory. They was great all week.
Yeah,
wasn't on
no problem.
Bullshit.
No problem.
Nothing this week. So shout out to them.
Yeah. But that's what it is. It's like the industry is like, now we're going to be more involved in stand-up this weekend than we have ever been any other time of the year. You know what I mean?
But does that justify how comics are being treated by?
No,
and this is
absolutely
me playing devil's advocate.
No, it doesn't justify it at all. But now it turns into, who are you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Who are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you've been doing comedy for a year. We don't know you. We don't know.
Yeah.
You know, the first year I got upset. The first year they did it, I wasn't asked to be a part of anything. I asked a couple of comics asked me to be on their shows, and I was like, yo, hold up. Wait a minute. Netflix doing a festival in LA and I can't get a fucking show.
Right.
So I felt some kind of way. And then the next year, Rube did Ruby Tuesdays, and they was like, yo, we'll just call that, we'll put it on the
Put a
festival.
red box on the thing.
Rube was like, I want you on my show.
Right.
So I got on the festival by,
Right.
Like me. Yeah.
like,
Right.
what's the word? Like by
Association.
Yeah. So this year, like I told him earlier, my son's birthday was the 2nd. So I was like, I'm going on vacation. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you were you here?
I just got back Monday.
Okay.
I didn't care about none of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I went on a mental vacation.
Yeah,
you know.
and we need it, and that's what it was all about, man. Like, we can't let the comedy game, and I was just saying to the comedians, I understand, man, like, it's so challenging to be on a high 1 second, and then literally in the next 30 minutes, some bullshit will happen where they won't let you in here, let you in there. Now you just on a low all of a sudden. Then you wonder why we be having mental breakdowns and because your brain can't, your average human brain can't handle that.
Yeah.
In that small amount of time, where you just like, oh shit.
Because it feels personal, and it's rejection. Nobody likes to be rejected, So you can go home thinking like, damn, I had a great start of my night, and then this happened, and now that's, you know what I mean?
Your whole night
messed up.
Yeah.
You didn't even
driving
feel
home, listening to sad music. Like my life ain't shit.
Cut my life in pieces. Just put on anything to soothe the pain.
You done paid for parking, and then now I can't get into the store.
Get into this party.
I'm like, this happened to me Thursday. Now it's partially my fault.
Can't get into y'all validate.
And this is at the belly room, right? So, I was, trying to look decent to go on stage. That didn't look like no bullshit. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change my jacket. Wallet in that jacket, left at home.
Oh man.
Came out looking like this.
Yeah.
Think I probably wore this. So and then I get there, I'm like, man. Well, I'm on the flyer, so I can get in. So you know how they wand you up at the thing. So they look, okay, go over here. We can't let you in. Talk to this guy over here. So I had to go through all that, and he wasn't.
Wait, your face was on the flyer or just your name?
Face was on the flyer.
Wow.
You want to know how I know? Because I made the motherfucker.
So why didn't you show him the flyer?
He wasn't trying to hear it. I showed him a picture of my license. That probably would have been better, but it's like, why? Who's gonna fake this? And y'all, you face card comedian.
Yeah.
Anyway, he had to call Levi.
Oh dang.
And come down. Levi teleported down to that motherfucker because the show was about to start, man. That almost ruined me. I was like, just tell me now if I'm not gonna be able to perform on a show that I'm on. Yeah. And they asked, dude said, shout out to him. He was kind of cool about it, but he was just trying to do his job. But he didn't have to try to pull rank on me. That's what I don't like. Don't pull rank on me. You know what I'm saying? He said, I know all the comics. I've been here 10 years. I know, and I don't know you. And I was
see stuff like that.
I said I've been here 20 years and I don't know
said that to
you.
you?
I forgot the cat's name, but it was one of the cats,
Security.
one of the
door guys.
one of the door people.
But see,
they
the
got
thing is,
new youngsters.
I was about to say, and some of them are like want to be comedians. They're wannabes.
No, they all want to be comedians.
Yeah, so they have this thing of like, now I'm in a position of power. I'm a flex.
Well,
know?
there was a moment where we was looking at each other and we're just trying not to be assholes to one another. So he's like, "Yo, what's your name?" I'm gonna call Levi. I'm like, Go do your thing, man.
Yeah.
Levi was like, "Hey, Fox, come on up in here." Jerry curl and shit like that.
It's the whole approach.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't do that.
You know, I'm big on approach. So when that guy came up to me, like I was telling him the story, I was on my phone when I got up to the belly room in the cut, like the guys, one of the guys came, "Are you on your phone? You know you're not supposed to be on the phone. What is wrong with you?" And I just looked at him like, bruh. My look was, bruh, if you don't get out of my face right now. That was my look. And I just went into the green room. And that's when the security came at me with the bullshit. I'm just like, come on, y'all. Like,
on a day like that, especially if you're performing, you shouldn't be having problems in a normal place. Like, this is home.
Right.
Yeah.
You're the guest.
Right.
You know, so
That's the same thing I was saying.
Yeah.
I remember I had a show at the Improv on the main stage, and in between I went into the lab, and it was a show all Russians.
Okay.
And it was very Russian, right?
Okay.
But I'm like, this is my home club. I'm past here, like I'm always here. So I just sat, where the comedians sit by the bar. And as soon as the host came on stage, he zoomed in on me and my homeboy, the only black people in the audience, and it became very awkward very quickly. And then I was just like, nobody kind of came to our defense, like they're comedians. But then again, I'm like, it just felt.
Wait, what did he say? He zoomed in on y'all on stage.
Yeah, he was like, "What are you guys doing here?"
From the stage.
Yes.
Oh.
He was like, "Oh, we just here to see comedy." Like I'm a comedian. I'm like, hey, just do your thing. Like I understand. Maybe it's gonna be a little crowd work, but it got obviously like awkward. Like he was like, "You don't belong in here. Like, how did you hear about this show?" And I'm like, "Oh no, we just here to just have fun." He was like, "Oh yeah," and then he said something in Russian, and everybody started laughing, and that's when I felt like, okay, it was getting a little racy. But you got to remember, when it ain't nigga night, sometimes they'll let you know that. And that's just the reality of it. And I'm not saying the club was responsible, but that atmosphere became like, you're the only black people in here. You don't belong in here. I'm like, I'm just here to see comedy.
That guy was Elon Musk.
Yes. I didn't want to say it. He was doing an open mic.
Wait, so let's get, I know we only got you for a short time, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I heard about the roast. The Kevin Hart roast.
Yes.
Everybody has mixed emotions. I heard some people was pissed off, some people were mad, some people. Did you guys watch it?
I watched
it.
I was there.
Okay, give me your take. Everybody give me.
Well,
did
Trey
you watch
was.
it?
Yeah, I watched it on
You
TV.
saw it?
I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Trey, you was there, right?
What's everybody upset about? What's the problem? The
Of
good,
course,
the bad, the
everybody
ugly?
upset about Tony Hinchcliffe
Okay.
The George Floyd joke.
and with the George Floyd bit. Didn't nobody really get mad at Shane Gillis? He had a few little racy. jokes.
The bonsai
The
tree being
bonsai
hung,
tree,
lynched.
lynched Kevin from a bonsai tree. And then Tony Hinchcliffe did a George Floyd joke. You know, we're not surprised. That's what they do. I mean, we already knew that it was going to be some shit like that on the road. So it wasn't a shock to me. It was nothing that was said up there that was a shock factor to me or a shock value to me, because I was already expecting everything that I heard.
You're a comic. Do you think it was a shock for America?
Most definitely, because where we're at as a society when it comes to comedy, and when we come, with the sensitivity of America, now, especially with black people, with racism and our tolerance of racism, look, every black person is not going to be on board with that kind of shit. Then you got your black people who like comedy, understand roast culture. They're okay with it. But
You were okay with it?
you know what? It didn't bother me either way, because I knew what to expect, and I was just like, I already know.
Okay, you knew what to expect, but
Yeah.
are you okay with it?
It didn't bother me. It didn't bother me. I was just like, yeah, because to me, I understood. I knew what was going on. I was like, I know what he's about to say.
Okay, Fox.
Come back to me.
Tread lightly, brother. No,
Come back
the
to me.
people are watching.
What did you think?
I enjoy roast. I particularly don't like to be involved in them because I'm just not mean spirited. That's just not my thing.
Right,
when I'm with my people, yeah, we could clown, but but that roast go to another level.
funny
Like, it's
you
gonna
said
hurt
it.
your soul. Like, you gonna leave there, even though people gonna be laughing and joking at the time, but you gonna leave there, you gonna be thinking about a lot of things, know.
Right.
But when he said the George Floyd joke. And I had seen the clip already on, it was going viral. And when I saw it, the whole thing, and I'm just like, why he gotta be in hell? Why George Floyd? See, now I'm looking at it like
Deeper.
you're demonizing a black man. Even in his murder, you're demonizing him. You're making him in hell. And we all know the people that's in hell is the people that look like you. Because you guys are repeated, and I'm pro-black.
Yeah.
That's why they probably didn't give me a Netflix as a joke show. Because they probably thought, okay, Nika might be, her POV is turning real pro-black. Why is she so pro-black? She light-skinned. We like the light-skinned ones. But no, it's for me, it's always about the demonization of black people. And it's so easily accepted. So no, I mean I wasn't cool on it. I didn't think it was funny. But everybody got their taste of comedy. Everybody's different.
It wasn't a funny bit.
Yeah.
But I heard worse with the George Floyd joke. So I guess because I done heard so many like George Floyd bits that were like, and some of them came from black people.
Yeah.
That really hit me to where, when I heard that, I was just like,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's funny. I agree with what you said. Like, me personally, I don't participate in roast because, like you said, I could snap and I could do all that stuff. When I'm with my friends and we're doing it, it's way better than anything I've seen on TV. Like when we roasting each other, my homies, this is more fun than anything I've seen on TV. I don't participate with the celebrity stuff because the day someone will tell a joke that doesn't involve, oh, they couldn't get Chris, so they got Tony. Yo, I've heard that a trillion fucking times. Every time I have anything to do with a roast, it's like, bro, nobody got nothing original.
Right.
Oh, they couldn't get Chris, so they got Tony.
Yeah.
Tony's sitting over there in the Chris seat. Tony's table placement says Chris. Bruh, whenever y'all got something better than that, until y'all got something better than that, don't bother me, because nobody's original.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like that's all all the years, that's all they come up with.
And a lot of the bits, with the exception of a few, were very one-noted.
Yeah.
So my only critique, constructive criticism with the roast was everybody had the same bits.
Yeah.
It was Chelsea Handler was a whore.
Yeah.
All she do is fuck black men.
That was the running joke to
And that was the joke all night. Cheryl Underwood, so dark, so black. Whatever.
Yeah. But let's pause there because being a black woman and also being a comedian, black women, we at the lower ring when it comes, lower rung, as opposed to, let's say white females or white men. And they was really like going hard on her. But
on Cheryl?
On Cheryl. But
she
shut it down.
Yeah, Cheryl came back hard.
She
was
shut it down.
She was the top one.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
I think she got a standing ovation.
Yeah, she's number one.
She killed it.
She gave Shane the
she
business.
To be honest, my top three was Cheryl, unfortunately Tony, because I didn't want Tony to do good, and Naeem.
Yeah. Naeem killed too.
Really?
Naeem was so good. Yeah.
He went
and he went on after Dave Chappelle. I was like,
he went a little.
Okay. He called
after
straight.
Dave?
No, Dave didn't go. He went after him.
Yeah, Dave wasn't there, but he did
roasted him.
It was about.
Okay.
The reference was like, yo, man.
So when he did the Dave, everybody was like, oh shit.
Because he wasn't in the room.
Yeah, because he wasn't in the room.
No, because he's Mr. Netflix.
Yeah, that's what.
So
Yeah,
really want to do that? Like,
But you see, that's about that.
But that's what it was about. That's
Yeah.
how he crafted it. It was pretty slick the way he did it.
Yeah.
I gotta check it
He
out.
definitely made a name for himself last night.
Yeah,
Well, night
Cheryl,
before.
but Cheryl, she definitely spoke on the racism
Yep.
in a clever comedic way.
Yeah.
And but like I said, it wasn't nothing. It was everything we already kind of knew was going to happen. So I'm like, okay, the writers got to stop being so one-noted in a sense, because how many times it could have been some more clever stuff besides Chelsea Handler being a whore.
Yeah.
It could have been some more clever stuff besides Cheryl Underwood being so black.
Yeah.
Who else did they kept the one noted? Kevin being short.
Yeah, of course, Kevin being short. Draymond Green was a
bully.
was a target all night.
I saw that clip. Naeem posted that on Instagram about how the name came up.
That was good. That was, to me, that was the best joke that hit.
Yeah.
That was good.
With
Somebody
the name.
else had a name.
The Rock.
joke.
He put D in front of Raymond or
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
But,
That's all you did.
yeah.
But it was good.
Wait, we didn't talk about Cat now.
Oh yeah.
Come on, you gotta
Now-
put Cat in that top three. Oh yes.
Cat was a surprise.
Because
yes.
he kind of hit it where a lot of people already was thinking a lot of things that he was saying. saying?
And Cat wasn't
and
even funny to be. I mean, he was funny, but he wasn't.
It was
he
true.
wasn't
trying
on.
to be
It
funny.
was kind of like true, relatable things that have been said about Kevin Hart, about him being a coon and a sellout and all that stuff.
I saw it. I saw the clip of Kev saying, "Yo, let's be cool, let's be friends."
Yeah. It was
and I saw
that.
Cat hug him. I didn't see Cat say anything like, "Yo, it's over," or "We good now." I saw he was like, "Can we be friends? Can we put an end to the beef?" And Cat was like,
That was it.
When I
and
saw
I was like,
Kevin,
"He didn't say shit."
when I saw Kevin at the after party, I mean, we was all on one. We was gonna over par. I was like, y'all ain't friends, really, are y'all?
Let me know
Well, he
now.
said that was the
Like,
best
y'all niggas ain't
acting.
really
He said
friends.
that was the
I
best
mean,
acting he
he was
did.
Publicly,
Like-
Yeah.
there's probably a change of behavior.
But I'm not gonna lie, Cat's entrance
Yeah.
was so hype.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel like he delivered based on how hyped his entrance
well, you were
was.
there.
I don't know. Oh,
Because when he walked out, it was like when damn Wild Thing, Charlie Sheen walked out on the movie Wild Thing.
No, Major League.
Yeah, on Major League. And that because the audience was going crazy, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah,
And
he
then-
did.
Maybe because he's the
Thunder.
last person they were expected to see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then
He even said that.
To
Didn't he
me-
like say that in the microphone?
yeah, he
or
like,
some
I was
shit?
the last motherfucker you think y'all
But I'm
would've saw
coming.
it.
He was like, I'll be there.
But I just don't feel like his delivery was met up to the hype. But you know, Cat
I felt like
Watch
it was Cat's style.
It was definitely
his
style.
his approach. It wasn't like hardcore like
Yeah.
roasting, but it was just like some matter of fact shit. Like,
He said,
Exactly.
let me stop by
Exactly.
here and do this thing right
Yeah.
quick. But like he let
He
motherfuckers
wasn't
know.
Yeah.
He wasn't being funny in his
He
mind.
didn't go to anybody else. He just
No.
Kev.
I mean, he
I think he
kind of
just went
did,
on Kev.
but he went in on Kev.
Yeah,
He went in
Kev.
on Kev like he was.
It was the
supposed to
coon
do.
thing. I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
this nigga
Yo.
really serious.
Oh, he
He
taking
was a coon.
shots. Oh, he taking shots.
He was a coon.
Oh yeah, he was
Oh,
like
yeah.
reason why
Shots.
basically he came behind him and took all the movies that he turned down. And it was clever. It was funny.
clever.
And it was
Yeah.
it was on brand for him. You know.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Kev's clapback to that was cold. It was a little bit colder when he said, "So you mean to tell me that I won't tell
Go
all
ahead,
the
that's
jokes?"
fine.
Nigga have a pimp.
Okay, so you turned down. He listed all the movies that he was in. He said you turned down
Yeah.
all the movies that I'm in to be extra in Norbit.
A
Okay,
cameo
yeah,
to
right,
have
whatever.
a cameo in Norbit.
Cameo,
Yeah.
yeah, stop it, nigga, stop it.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
So what did y'all think about Kevin's joint
At the end? I thought it was cool. I thought he was gonna stay with that when he was like I'm when he had the sound effect of the gun.
The gun.
I thought he was gonna keep doing it.
Yeah,
And then he stopped
didn't-
doing it, and I was like. I was liking that because to me that was like added a little effect when he was like hitting. He was, I'm hitting.
Like
oh, you didn't see it? Oh.
pump action rifle.
Yeah,
like
I'm-
shots fired, boom.
Yeah.
He would have the sound effect
Going
of
after
gunshot
the rock,
going off
going after-
he
yeah.
would say something.
Okay,
something
okay.
like
Yeah, I
But
think
then he
lost
kind of
that.
lost that halfway. But
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I mean,
What you think of his end?
Well, I thought. Let me go back about the racist stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
yeah,
said
we
come
didn't
back
get
to you.
your
Yeah,
point of
yeah.
view.
Yeah, now it's the roast. We know the history behind it.
yeah.
I think it's now profitable. So now
What's
everybody
profitable?
roasts. They've
Okay.
been doing roasts for a number of years, but before it was like secluded, exclusive. But now at this level, Netflix has a hold of it. I think now they're exploiting the fact that they have this big thing now. So the nature hasn't changed. No, we going in and doing this racial shit just like they did back in the day.
I don't know if it was always racial. It was always mean spirited.
Okay, mean-spirited.
Mean spirited and racial, two different things.
Okay, mean-spirited, but there's always an element, an opportunity to make fun of the black guy or the black presence
Right.
that's there. And when it's in the room, it's gonna get attacked because we can couch it in
it's a
comedy.
roast.
It's a roast, and if it's mean-spirited, then that kind of makes it.
Yeah,
But it's levels. I
George
think it's
Floyd
levels.
wasn't in the room.
I was,
Right,
you took the
right.
words
Okay,
right
but
out
see,
of my mouth.
not gonna
true.
say that was funny. It's like a reflex. When you see, it's like out of surprise, you're like, oh man, it's the absurdity laughing. Like I can't believe.
But did you see Regina Hall's face?
Regina
Oh,
wasn't
Regina
playing.
Hall was-
She
Regina was
wasn't
not
laughing at nothing. I guess whoever
Nothing at
said the
all.
first joke that rubbed her the wrong way, she was just like,
She ain't laughing at not one
she ain't
thing.
laughing.
Really?
She laughed a couple times. Like I saw her smirk, but she was definitely.
She was not down for
No.
any of that buffoonery.
No.
Nothing. But I'll say
But
this.
she talked about Kev's dead mom.
But okay.
Well, she was
That was
acting
very
as a medium.
Yeah, she was acting as a
What'd you say?
She's like, I'm getting a message from your mom right now.
Said she was getting a train ran on her.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
I
it was.
It was
And Tiana Taylor bombed.
She bombed. Did they add laugh
Tiana
tracks?
Taylor bombed.
Did they add laugh tracks
were they
to
actually
her?
laughing?
Because when I saw it, it felt.
It was quiet in the room.
Oh, okay, they added
It was
because I
more
saw it after the fact.
confusion.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it didn't go over too well.
Because she was writing a letter, right, to him.
And,
But she was
you know,
reading the letter.
Undid
so it was
the
like,
whole thing.
It was like, no, just roast him. Like, you're there.
It's
Roast
like
him while
came
you're
up
there.
with that concept.
Yeah,
was
it
like,
didn't hit. It fell short.
That didn't hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, clearly I have to watch this roast.
So
y'all.
just
Like I
watch it.
said.
Yeah, give
you
us
can
your
break it
opinion
down
on it.
any way that you want to. Just from a comedic value, I thought they were well crafted jokes, but that the opportunity to stick it to the blacks in the room.
Oh, they can't
It's
wait.
like this is my time to shine.
Yeah.
And
That-
then be
that's
like,
how I
it's
feel.
jokes.
It's
Come
like
on.
yeah. And did you hear the obligatory Epstein stuff that they were throwing in
Oh,
there,
yeah.
peppering in there, and
Yeah.
it's like, is there an agenda going
There
on?
was some Charlie Kirk jokes.
Yeah.
too.
It's like
Yeah.
but the racial stuff I could do without it.
White
I
people
mean,
can't wait to be a part of the roast.
Yes.
you know what roast?
Yes, I
you know
agree.
what roast is? Racial overtones and shit talk. That's what that shit means. And
I like
and
that.
they use it every single time to poke fun. I didn't like. Here, I'll say this. I think all black comedians that got a check, I think it should be a little higher than the white comedians,
part.
because if they had to sit there and endure that bullshit.
Or comedians
So-
should keep all black roasting panel.
And call it a dark roast.
Call it a dark roast. It's different.
I think
It's-
we got something.
I think we got something.
Ian Mitchell, you
I
hear
think we
that?
got something. Yo, I think we got something.
Who would have been a better host though than Shane Gillis if he was going to keep it black? Like, I'm surprised he went with Shane, but I
Yeah.
understand to reach
Yeah,
that
I
audience.
was surprised
but
too.
I wonder who could have been like a good black host.
Well,
to
we got
cover.
to look at like, again, it's a Netflix
Tony?
production.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Netflix production.
Right.
So Netflix is like, okay, Kev has the movie coming out with us soon. Shane has the TV show on our platform. This guy's in
Till
all
Tony
it's
got
like,
all
how-
the
how-
other
like,
platforms.
yeah.
So we gonna keep it in house. We
Yeah.
gonna use our people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they was thinking who would be the best. They thinking this guy has a contract.
Yeah,
with us.
they're
This
using
guy
their
has a
people.
contract
Yeah.
with us.
Like you said,
This guy has a contract
the
with
suits
us.
getting
The suits got involved and say, yo, like the Richard Pryor roast was probably way funnier because it was like, yo, let's just put all our
Yeah.
comedic friends together and have a good time.
That really know
It wasn't
Richard.
about the suits. It wasn't a streaming platform. It was a
Right.
venue downtown LA, and it was who was there was there.
Yeah,
You know?
and again, I think Netflix used this opportunity, like you said, they're taking over. This is a comedy thing. They're trying to see what the response is, and who's next.
Well, you got to
Yeah,
look at Netflix
who-
to begin with. When
Yeah.
Netflix started, okay, they started streaming platform.
Yeah.
What's the easiest thing we can get into that we can reach the most people? Stand-up comedy. We get a black comic, we get a white comic, we get a gay comic, we get a Latino comic, we get an Asian comic. Let's put a bunch of money behind them. Let's go.
Yeah.
We have launched their platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comedians have launched Netflix platform. They're as big as they are now because of the specials they started making first.
Right.
That's why everybody was trying to get a Netflix deal.
Yep.
Right.
To this day, comics like, yo, if I get that Netflix deal.
Right.
They overpaid in the beginning. Now they got everybody like, yo, whoever wanted
Saturated, you think?
Everybody, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But that's how they got in the game.
door, yeah.
Now they did that and
Eyeballs.
got in the game. They up on HBO Max because they got more comics. They up on Amazon Prime because they have more comics. They up on
Hulu.
all of the other ones because we got the comics.
Yeah, and the roast thing, I mean,
And
that's
comedy-
not stand-up per se, but that's
Right.
a comedic event, and it
Right.
draws the stand-up comedians
Brings
to
the
it.
most eyes in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For sure.
It's
And
begins
people are
about the
talking.
eyes, man.
So that's when everybody else was in combat with Netflix. What's the first thing they did? Let's start putting specials on our platform now.
Yep.
Hulu, we're gonna start throwing money at the guys they didn't get, and Amazon, we're gonna throw money at the guys they didn't get. Let's go comedy first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people
Right.
want to laugh.
As opposed, only one that did it different was I believe Apple TV. They said we're gonna have the best goddamn TV shows you ever saw on
Man,
our
listen.
entire catalog. It's gonna be 5-star TV shows across the board. It ain't nothing bad on Amazon Plus. On Apple TV.
Apple TV. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't have Apple TV, so I
Me
can't.
Oh my God!
You have
That's
Apple
not
TV?
Man,
What show?
The morning
You have a show on Apple TV? Your friends and your neighbors, 5-star. Hello, is this your show? Your friends and your neighbors.
Okay.
Apple
Your
TV,
friends and your neighbors.
5-star.
Okay.
Shrinking, 5 stars.
Shrink with Harrison Ford.
Bruh, I'm talking about
Yeah.
Platonic. Yo, Platonic is so good.
See, I haven't heard like.
Let me say something. Platonic is so good. I'm watching it, and I said, damn, this is great writing. And that shit has never come out of my mouth about a TV show ever before.
What is it about?
I watch it, and I'm just like, oh, I like this show. There's just something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Platonic is like, it's Platonic. It's the best. The lady, her husband, runs into her old college buddy that they was like heckling Jekyll in college. He's kind of not doing bad, but he's like divorced and trying to start his business. She's like, I miss him. Like we should. And hubby's super cool. He's like, yeah, call him. Like, you guys should go out and get a drink or something. And the shit just take off from there.
well, that's-
Yo, Seth Rogen and the what's the British actress name? Rose from
Bridesmaids? No.
what's the name? What is it?
He said she's from Scandal.
Scandal.
From Scandal. I didn't watch no fucking Scandal.
Oh, you didn't watch
What?
Scandal?
Scandal was
Bridesmaids.
good, right.
Bridesmaids. She was
Right.
in Bridesmaids.
Yeah, that's what I
the
said.
chubby who lost all the weight.
No.
No. The
The
one that's in If I Had Legs, I Would Kick You. Right? Okay, now I'm
The
thinking about
English
some-
one. The one that was
Who lost to she?
the one that was like, I'm gonna take over the wedding.
Oh, not Christian. Wait.
I
hold
don't know
on.
her
The one, no, the one that Christian was mad at. Rose something, right?
Yes, that was her character's name.
I forgot her name.
Rose Byrne.
Rose Byrne.
Rose
Byrne.
Byrne.
Yeah, If I
and
Had
Seth
Legs, I Would
Rogen.
Kick You.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, the shit is hilarious.
Okay, hey, I
Okay.
gotta see it now.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yo, I'm telling you. Let me know. Call me. Let me know what you think. I'm telling you.
Let me get
It's
your
outta here.
password.
So we got. I'm so glad that you came here. I definitely want.
Wait, how much time do we have left?
You good?
What time you gotta
Because
go?
we got to get on Euphoria. We want to talk on that. But
Yeah, I got a flight at 10:55. So,
You gotta
and I'm
leave- what time
packing.
you
I'm
wanna leave
ready.
here?
Probably within the next hour.
Okay, bet. All right,
Okay.
They'll be done by
Okay.
then.
Yeah. So just to back up, you're from Fort Lauderdale originally.
No, I'm from Miami. I'm
Miami.
from Liberty City, Dade
Oh, shit.
County,
Okay.
305.
Okay, so
Rick
you-
Ross. Huh?
Okay, from Florida now, but the restaurant.
No,
that's it.
that's Florida and Miami are two different places.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Let me
yeah.
let
Let's
you
make that
know.
clear. Yeah, I think
Definitely.
it's in the state of Florida, but it's two different
Whole
worlds.
different world
Whole
in
different
Miami.
world. But the restaurant is in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes, in
Okay.
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, so
What's the name of the restaurant?
It is Blue Tree Cafe, vegan soul food.
okay.
Yes, everything's plant-based, everything vegan. We didn't start off vegan.
We
Y'all
had
we
chicken.
started off with grease.
and pork rinds.
Why switch to vegan, and are you vegan?
Yes, I'm vegan. I've been vegan plant-based for about 14 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I became vegan when nobody was vegan, and it was like I was like an alien. You know what I mean? People looked at me crazy. So now it's a little, of course, more conducive to come to spaces and say I'm vegan and not get clowned. And then the rest, my mom is not vegan, so she's the chef. She does all the cooking, but it just made sense for us to just go vegan because the cost of food was getting out of control. We were like, how can we stay in business and still stay true to our brand? And so she actually came to me and was like, you know what? Let's go vegan. I'm down. Let's do it. I'm like, you sure? She was like, yeah, let's do it. So, you know, we perfected all the soul food dishes that, you know, black
Okay.
people love.
Wait, how the hell
Oh, here we go.
do you go from a regular soul food restaurant? People in there, your usual customers come in, let me get the usual. They come in next week, let me get the usual. Wait, what? Y'all are what? How does that work? Did you close for a week or 2 weeks?
And they're being in the South.
just
Yeah.
change the
Did you
menu.
close and redecorate?
We
or-
lost a lot of customers in
course
the
you did.
beginning.
Of course you
know,
did.
but people stayed because a lot of the sides were already vegan. So
Right.
people didn't. So we had like chicken and fish. That was one of the things that we had. So we just excluded that off the menu completely, and people were just like, okay, well, what is this thing over here? Oh, those are crabless bites. We make it with heart of palms and chickpeas. They're like, okay, let me try it. So people were more open to trying it, and then it just became like the place where people come and get they vegan food. You
So
know,
now
they-
people in Jacksonville vegan and still eat meat. They
Yeah,
like,
I know
I'm
that-
vegan today. You know, eat
Vegan
we
is-
call that flexitarian. You know, you flexible. You know, you flexible.
Is it significantly better or worse since the switch?
It's still bad. It's owning a restaurant is it's probably harder than doing stand-up comedy.
Okay.
And stand-up comedy, just being in this industry is hard. But running a restaurant, I don't wish this on nobody. Like, we literally have a year left and we're counting down. We have a calendar on the wall and we're like, one more year. Like we're counting down the days because it's a lot.
Are you going to sell it, or are you just going to just shut it down?
Well, we actually came into business. We got a grant from the government. It was a community redevelopment grant. Now, what they don't tell you is that, yes, we're going to give you money to open up a business because we want this underserved community to have access to food. But the problem is you have commercial landlords that don't have that same
deal?
ideology in trying to, help small businesses. In fact, they want to run you out.
Yeah.
Because the gentrification is happening slowly, so they'll rather sit on a building, a empty building, and take tax credits than have a small business, basically do what we were put to do. So we're always at odds with just not only the community. We got to deal with the landlords. We got to deal with the state. It's a lot. It's a lot.
So the building where you are, I noticed on the website, like it's you're delivering, you're doing the meals.
Yep.
So you can't eat there.
It's grab and go.
Grab and go.
Because when the pandemic happened, we didn't get zoned for like sit down, and we're a cloud kitchen. So a cloud kitchen there's actually 2 full commercial kitchens under one roof, 100 feet kitchens under one. So our whole idea was, we're going to be like a vegan food hall, right? We're going to have like all the vegan chefs come in, and people are going to come in and do their menu and perfect their food, and then have, present it to the community. We just holding on by thread. We just holding on. Look, if you want to come and be a part of Blue Tree Cafe, you got 365 days.
It's in where? Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, it's in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, I'm in Fort Lauderdale end of June.
Okay. Well, I got you. I'm gonna bring you a blue soul bowl.
A blue soul bowl.
Yeah.
What was it like running this restaurant and people recognizing you? Did you run into that? Were people recognizing you for being on Euphoria? How did that go? What was that?
You gotta have a dish on the menu called the Euphoria.
Yeah.
Listen, HBO probably come after me because they already. I told one joke and now I'm like.
You gotta tell that about. We need you to be quiet.
I'm like, I'm a comedian, right? Like this is what I actually like. This is my love. But I don't have a dish called Euphoria, but that's brilliant. But yes, people coming to see me. First of all, I'm in work mode, so I don't have the makeup on. I have my hair pulled back. I'm like food stains all over me. They, oh my gosh, it's Rue's mama. I'm like. Trying to be like, okay, and I'm genuinely nice, so I don't care. Like people want to take pictures, but people come. People come because they heard I have a restaurant, and they enjoy the food. Like the food is actually really good, so I don't mind. I actually enjoy like having this kind of like life away from the business because I think we get so. I mean, I've been in Hollywood for almost 25 years, and like I've been like. One track mind. Like I'm not getting in a relationship. I'm not traveling. I'm literally on this grind to be what I thought would be success, right? And then you get the success and you like, it's still some BS. Like I'm still like I gotta fight every night to prove my love, And so when I go to the restaurant, it's hard work, but I enjoy it. I love cooking for people. I love working with my mom. 98% of the time. Other 2%, we at each other. Listen, we need some cameras up in there because when I tell you we be at each other's neck, but we're both alpha females. So it's like, but it's your mama.
Right.
It's like I'm the mama.
You gotta take a step back.
Right. This my kitchen, and I gotta just
and
go.
He's like, well, I'm on your board.
I know. I'm somebody, mama. It's like, girl, you sit your ass down somewhere. So I'll just go sit in my car and just cool down, and then I'm like, go back in and we work it out. But it's
interesting, and it's really dope. I mean, even for people in the business and pursuing the business, how you said for a long time you was just on a one track mind, and a lot of times there's so many people like that, and while they're doing that, they're letting so many different things pass them by, and sometimes we have to ask ourselves, is it worth it? So even when you one track minded and you get that role, or you get that whatever, it's not what you thought it was gonna be. Do you kind of feel like, damn, I could have got married 5 years ago, or I could have did this 7 years ago. Yeah. It's just like we think once we get that that's the thing that's gonna make us feel like okay, but sometimes it doesn't. And you was able to.
Well, I had to pivot. You know what I mean? Because the delusion is you think, I have talent. I'm going to keep working in this town. I'm going to only go up from here. And the reality is, after Euphoria, I booked a movie called Sound of Hope, the story of Possum Trot, which I was the lead, which I was the executive producer, which had a theatrical release July 4th. But Trump got shot the same weekend. Damn. And that was just like,
took over.
Forget these kids, you know. I'm like, what about the foster youth? It's like, oh, we gotta. It totally like the whole conversation shifted. Right?
What is going to be that's going to fuck
you
up?
don't know what it's gonna be.
Like,
and literally, it was literally like that.
Wow.
But the great thing about doing that movie is that it really kind of showed me like my bigger purpose in life. You know, doing a movie like that and really seeing like, oh no, you can be a part of some really great projects that will change you forever. You know, like Euphoria changed me forever in a different kind of way. I was able to go like, now I'm on the red carpets. Now people want to interview me. Now people want, oh, who is Nika King? And oh, you with Zendaya and you on HBO. That was great. But the reality is, you know, behind the scenes, it ain't all what it's cracked up to be. But at the same time, I got to show face because I got to play the game.
Right.
And playing the game means sit your ass down and smile. Take that call into the hallway. Let me just get off my phone. Say thank you, brother. But inside, you pissed because you're like, why am I being treated like a second class citizen? You know, in a space where I know I'm killing it and I know I deserve to be here. So for me, it was just like, you know what? Let me go be with my family. let me go be with my mama. You know, she getting older. Let me go be with her.
Are you saying that what you just said, is that pertaining to like problems you were having with the show?
I'm saying problems I'm having with let me just say this. I love acting. I love stand-up comedy.
And you're very good at it.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're very good at it.
I hate Hollywood. I hate it. Because my nature, that's not my nature. I've had to develop thick skin because you know it's stand-up comedy. And I think God put me into the stand-up comedy space first to kind of thicken my skin. Okay. So he's like, you think this is tough. Get ready for this. Right. So now when I'm getting all kind of things happening to me, I'm like, I bombed in front of my mama on my birthday. Do you understand? This ain't, you can't hurt me, man.
You get the okay, baby.
I'm going to go home and write a joke about it, which I did. I wrote jokes about it. And then the joke went viral, right? Me talking about when season 3 was taking so long to come back, me talking in the lab, working my bits out. And it went viral. And then it became, oh, Nika King is complaining she can't pay her rent. And I'm like, whoa, I am on a stage with a microphone. I'm not in my house. I'm not sitting in the car. I'm not complaining to a podcaster. I am literally on a stage doing jokes. Yeah, I remember that. Then that's when I was like, okay, here we go. Yeah, here we go.
You in the public eye now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Which and it kind of for me it just kind of made things real in a way where I'm like, now it's all about strategy. Right. Now it's all about you have to be careful about what you say. And listen, I'm a comedian. Like I'm still talk my shit. Because you can't take that away from me. You can twist it and turn it and make it into anything you want to make. Because maybe it's a slow news cycle. I don't know. But for me, I'm like, I'ma still be me, and I'ma still get on stage and talk about whatever I want to talk about. Because y'all talk about whatever y'all want to talk about.
Yeah, there it is, right?
I've always, what's funny? I've always looked at it like the other way. I'm always like, yeah, I could be on TV, but yo, don't forget stand up comes first. All right, I'm gonna shoot the scene, but I gotta get out of here because I gotta go get on stage. I've always put stand up first. So whatever production, I'm like, yo, what time we get out of here? Because I got a spot. And
now let me ask you why.
You on stage? Like, that's everything.
But why do you put it first?
Because it is first. Well, until I had my son, stand up was number 1, and I didn't know what number 2 was.
Because it gave you liberty to be who you are.
It is everything to me.
Yeah.
It is a little kid that said I'm gonna have this job when I grow up, and I have the job I said I was gonna have when I was a kid. That's you know how many people said they was gonna do this when they was 10 years old, and they are so far from that thing. The 10-year-old kid, does the thing he said he was gonna do. That's me.
That's
amazing. And as that 10-year-old kid, why? Why did you say this is what, like, because I've never said I wanted to be a stand-up comedian.
Oh my God.
I've watched stand-up, but I've never.
whole life.
Oh God.
Stand-up comic, starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
The only two jobs that I was like, yo, I'm gonna do one of those.
Yeah.
And I'm still, phone is on right here. In case the Steelers phone right here.
Let me shake the knees, bro. Let me shake the knees.
Anything is possible.
I can fly.
I'm telling
Would
you.
you quit stand-up comedy if the Pittsburgh Steelers called you?
I would do games are on Sunday.
So you have to leave the city on Saturday.
Practice is on Tuesday.
It's possible.
I would make it work.
It's possible.
I would make it work.
You like Sunday shows are done, but I'm
But
there.
to answer your question, like, okay, so why is so that's such a weird, wide open question. So the love that I had for it when I was a kid, right? The seeing Richard Pryor for the first time, the seeing Bill Cosby for the first time, the finding out who George Carlin was, I was magnetized. You know what I mean? Then my father's the oldest of 15. My father's the oldest of 15. And every one of my siblings' birthdays, my father would demand that all of his brothers and sisters come to our house to celebrate his child. So every one of my siblings' birthday, house full of rocks. And I remember my uncles telling stories about their childhood. And I just remember being a little kid. I've told this on this podcast before. I remember being a little kid just in the room watching how one person could control the whole room by just telling a story. And it felt powerful to me. Like to be able to stand up here and everybody's like this, listen to my uncle tell a story. And I was like, damn, how do you do that? Then put that with what Richard and George and Bill were doing. Oh shit, I can do that. Then it went levels for me. Then that was the second level. Then third level was the guy that sleeps in that room right there is doing stand-up. We had the same thing for dinner. We share clothing. My mom is his mom. My dad is his dad. If he can do it, I can do it. Now I can really do it. I didn't know Richard. I didn't know Eddie. I didn't know George. I didn't know, Bill. My uncles weren't comics, but they were funny people. But this guy, oh shit, I'm going to have this job one day.
Yeah.
And to have it now is just the greatest thing ever.
Man.
And that's,
Yeah.
So you laid the path. It was
So that was number. I say
yeah.
all that to say that was number one since the day I started stand up. I didn't have a number two. I didn't have a number 5. It was stand up, and everybody else got to get in when they fit in. And then the baby was born, and it was like, okay, this is clearly number one.
It's a powerful thing, and it's something that none of us should ever take for granted. When you are able to, when you actually doing something that you said you was gonna do as a kid, or you accomplish a dream that you had.
Anything you say you're gonna do that you do. You should feel like that for anything you say. I'm gonna do this thing, and you do it. And you should feel that way.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt
accomplishment.
when
And
that's how I felt when I started opening up for Martin. Like, to me, when I'm 10, 11, and I'm looking at this TV show and I'm going to class, reciting Martin and all that stuff like that, and I was like, wow, like, I want to do, not only do I want to do that, I want to work with him one day.
Yeah.
You like, that shit seems so far. But you say it, you believe it, but you still just put it out there, don't really think about it.
Yeah.
And then for that to happen, I'm like, and that's what I had to kind of tell myself sometime with this past week with the bullshit. You was like, yo, Trey, you really accomplished one of the biggest dreams you ever stepped foot out to do. And there's a lot of comedians, big comedians, who have not worked with their idol. Or may not even get a chance to work with the idol because the idol might be dead or not here. So that it's a powerful thing when you're able to say that.
But that goes back to, I was going to champion what you just said. That goes back to what y'all was saying earlier about being discouraged that you didn't get invited to a show or it was some bullshit because you couldn't get in the club. And I like acting, I love stand-up, but I hate Hollywood. Yo, the fact that you get to do this thing you love, fuck all that shit. Like, if I would have been here this week,
make a decision.
if I would have been here this past week and they'd have been like, yo, you can't get in, all right.
Yeah.
I would have left and went home and been like, but I still get to do this thing that I love. Nothing can take that away from me. I might leave here tonight and go to the Improv and they go, yo, you can't go up. But everybody's here. We don't have a spot. All right. I will drive home with my head held high because I still get to do this thing that I dreamed of my entire life. They didn't take it. They just like, it was one little bump in the road. That was not even a bump at this point in my career. But it would be like, it would have been nice to get up. But, But nothing, I'd say that to say, nothing can take my happiness away from this thing that I do, that I dreamed about as a kid. Nothing can take this happiness away.
And that's why I started doing stand-up. I think, because I didn't come out here to be a stand-up comedian. I came out here to be a sketch artist, a sketch comedy artist.
Was it a Delta?
EDF3. Elite Delta Force 3. I mean, I've been a part of 5 sketch groups.
Wow.
So I came out to study with the Groundlings because I saw, I did my research after I graduated college. I said, hey, shout out to University of Florida, go Gators. And I said, what school are all the funny people going to? They had iOS, you had Groundlings, you had UCB. It was Groundlings. So I went through the whole program. And that's what I was doing. I think that's how we met, me doing sketch comedy initially. Right?
Yes.
And then I was like, man, I feel like I want to do something else. Like I want to have a little more control, you know, and I started doing stand-up. I think it was never a dream of mine to be a stand-up comedian, but I always loved stand-up. Watching Martin, watching, you know, All Def, I'm not All Def, Def Comedy Jam, and saying, okay, this is funny, like, and then realize, oh wait, you can actually do this? Because I think that's the thing. People don't actually think, as a child, you don't actually think that you can do a thing. You see it and you be like, ooh, but you never think like, oh, I can actually do that, because I think we've been programmed to think, one, you need to get a real job.
Of course.
You know, and being a creative is not sustainable. And now we see you got content creators. You got people who are literally making a whole livelihood by just making content. You know, so I think for me, stand-up it's gonna always be my happy place.
One thing I like about your stand-up comedy, and you know, I was there to see you tape your hour special. One thing I admire and love about what you do is you display those characters. So you display your talent of acting. You display your talent, and it makes sense of you doing sketch comedy, because I didn't know you came from a sketch comedy background. But you display all that in your set, which makes it, you know, which makes it real dope. You know what I mean? How you get into character, and how you know, your voice, your tones, and all that. And
I got a lot of voices inside my head. A lot.
You're like a little kid.
I got a lot of
like that little kid on stage with your imagination. And I think that's dope. And I think that really makes you, you know, as good as a comedian as you are, based off of those things that you
I don't think people know, though. I think that's why I didn't want to go to the Netflix as a joke festival. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of just something that I'm not, like, you know what I mean?
Well,
I'm like, you know what?
Listen.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I've done it. It's great. But I'm like, the next time they have it, you're going to see. I'm going to be undeniable. You have to become undeniable.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. So my management called. They're like, hey, we can call and get you. First of all, I was like, nobody offered me nothing. We can call and see if they want to. I said, yo, don't do that. The rule of life, if you're not invited, don't ask to go.
Yeah.
If they don't send you an invite, somebody don't send you an invite to their party or call you about don't call them like, hey man, can I come? That's not how life works. If you're not invited, never ask to go. So I was like, yo man, first of all, I was going on vacation with my son anyway, so I didn't want to cut the vacation.
You weren't worried about it.
I didn't want to be a part of it. But the fact that nobody was like, yo, Tony Rock at the fucking Fonda Theater, or Tony Rock at, you know, whatever, I'm like, all right, let's just not do this at all. Because when I do it, it's going to be a phone call made. Hold, Tony, please hold for Mr. Netflix. And he's going to be like, yo, we need you on the... So I'm like, I'm cool with falling back. I'm cool with going on vacation and chilling.
And that's the thing about the business. That's exactly what happened. Like, I wasn't even pressed this year. I said, oh, Netflix, okay.
Yeah.
I'll go use this week as networking, go out, you know, shake some hands, talk to some people. And literally, like, how God worked, I just got an email from a guy, Nick, who wasn't working with Netflix when I met him. Once again, I went to Kevin Hart's Heartbeat Weekend in Vegas last year just to network. I'm not on no shows. I'm not taping nothing. And I was just like, yo, I don't got nothing to do. Just let me go out and just kind of just be in the mix and just see, you know, just kind of be around. And that's what I did. Met Nick, and you know, when we exchanged information, then when I got back to LA, I just followed up with him. He was like, you know what, Trey, the way you was moving around there in the space, it was like you belonged there. Like, you was just watching the comedy, everybody knew you, everybody was saying how funny you are. He was like, when the next time you performing? I told him, he came to the show. He was like, dope. Oh man, like, you really dope. You really good. And he was one of them brothers that just stayed in touch. Out of nowhere, he sent me a text. Hey, Trey, I work for Netflix now. Send me a link. Send him a link. Ain't heard nothing months ago. Then he just hit me out of the blue. Yo, got this opportunity for you for Netflix for the festival.
It is.
But when people now ask, you know, in the future, when I get on Netflix, how did you get on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yo, just met this guy
Never.
who wasn't even working for Netflix.
Working
He worked for
Nah, he
Netflix.
worked
Yeah.
with- yeah.
That's
and
my
that's the business.
end.
And that's the business.
And that's how this shit go.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't plan it. We don't know. We in there
Yeah.
submitting to Netflix. And
Yeah.
It's all so you know, Hollywood, let's say Hollywood, not LA, but Hollywood is the destination, right? It's a trillion different roads.
Right.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Never
So
know.
don't
never
think like,
one
oh, this
way,
guy's
yeah.
doing it this way, bro. Your road might go here or there.
Yeah.
This is the destination.
Yeah.
You know
I think as long as you do good dealings with people, because people will remember that. People will remember how you treated them the first time.
good or bad.
Yeah.
Good or
Good or
right.
bad.
Good or bad.
Because you never know who that person is going to be.
You
and
never
how they
know who that's
come up in
gonna.
the ranks.
Yeah, the fact
Yeah.
that what was that, a year ago, whenever it was.
Over a year ago that I met him. in
Yeah.
Vegas.
So what he didn't have, he couldn't do anything for you, but you didn't treat him like,
Nah.
oh, okay, he can't do nothing
Right,
for me.
right.
But
Right.
then
Yeah,
that,
and he
that
wasn't
came
on
back.
Hollywood. He came to like 3 of my shows. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
that's
yo,
dope.
yo,
Yeah.
yo, how you tell jokes? How you do this?
And
is
see,
amazing.
that's the key word. He came to 3 of your shows, so you were still working.
Right.
You were still you didn't just sit on your laurels and be like, hey, somebody come. No, you actually made a connection, and the person was invested. I think that's sometimes the missing link. People are not really invested in other people's career. Like this guy obviously saw something in you, and he remembered. Oh, cool. I want to bring him back for the festival, or bring him to the
And
festival.
it only take, like we always say, it only take one person.
Yeah.
We so busy trying to make sure that everybody rock with you, or
Yeah.
everybody's a fan of you,
Yeah.
and everybody, well, damn, why he ain't do this for me, or why
Yeah.
they didn't do that for me? Where it only takes one person who say,
Yeah.
I like him, I'm
Yeah.
in the position, or I know somebody in the position.
Yeah.
Boom, you know.
But
And
that goes both ways, you know. It's people
Yes.
that are invested in your career, but then there's some people that aren't as invested in their own careers as they should be. That are sitting back like
yeah.
and why
Waiting.
you know what I'm
Waiting,
saying?
yeah.
So you gotta run towards it while it's coming to you too.
Yes.
There's gotta be a collision.
Yes.
Right.
Victory
Okay, I
meets
like that.
preparation.
If it's coming towards you and you just sitting
Yeah.
there, it might just go, okay, let's
Yeah.
go this
Yeah.
way.
Exactly.
And that's why I did. I said, let me get him to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
It was just like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
What is gonna hurt?
What is
Yeah.
I get free rooms.
Yeah.
Just let me just get out there
Yeah.
and be in the mix.
Robin
Yeah.
Harris said that back in the day. A job ain't just gonna fall in your lap. It ain't gonna knock on your door like
I know.
job. Remember that?
Yeah.
Say hi to my baby. Say hi to my baby.
Hi. Look at your mini me. Oh, he's so cute. Hi.
Nika's on the show. She's very funny. She's on the show Euphoria, and she's
I'm
on.
not on the show. I'm on the show called Hannah Montana. I'm not on the show. Euphoria. Oh, don't
She wanted to say happy birthday, kiddo.
Happy birthday. You're welcome. So cute.
With a little octopus.
Today's
Yeah.
his birthday?
was on the
May
2nd.
2nd, but I told him I celebrate my birthday for 16 days.
Oh, Lord.
So he's like, I'm celebrating my birthday.
Well,
for 16 days.
technically, I learned this. His birthday is 3 months from his birthday. So May, June, July, August. So August is his real.
does that mean?
Because he's only 9 months on his birthday. So
Oh,
3
that's
more
right.
months.
Okay.
He's here. So you got 3 more months to celebrate.
Okay.
My mother be doing that.
Yeah.
My mother like- yeah.
That's funny that Tony said, you have to also invest in
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
career.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
not gonna just drop in your lap, and
yeah.
you got definitely the motion. You can't just be sitting waiting on somebody to. You follow up with people, yes.
Yeah.
But you can't wait on them to do something for you.
I'm the motion
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
So I'm the network. I'm the one that and look, I could do more, but I try to
We
make
all
it
could.
count. When I know something big is happening, I try to make sure I make it count because of the little recognition that I have out here or the people that I know or associated with. I could try to, what I mean?
Get in it.
Get in.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, y'all saw you.
Yeah.
You dope. And just see what I can do, man. But it's a mentally challenging.
It's
tough.
It's
boy.
beyond mentally
Yeah.
challenging. Because I used to be the motion girl. Now I'm the
know.
motionless.
She said the
I
motion.
have no motion. There's
I
no
see you all the
motion.
time out and
Yeah,
about
because I
and-
thought, well, that's what I needed to do. I needed to be around. I needed to network. I'm always calling and I'm always checking in. And not because I want something from somebody, but genuinely trying to build relationships.
Yeah.
And I had to have a come to Jesus moment with myself to realize, like, nobody owe you anything. Because in my mind, I'm thinking all my friends who are on that I've talked with at some point and said, hey, I'm ready, put me on. And they say, you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. Like, I'm doing it just as long as you. And they don't give me the opportunity. And then I have to be like, well, dang. Well, what's the whole point of having friends and they not friends and they not looking out,
So
right?
let me tell you my thought with this.
Well, go ahead.
I think that's the one phrase that's holding the black community back.
Which is
that
what?
I do not agree with. I made a post about that a couple of weeks ago. The phrase, don't nobody owe you anything. There's motherfuckers that owe people everything. And they know who they owe shit to. So I said all the time, that friend who will call you all the time and to complain or whatever, and you always answering the phone and you got their ear and they always putting all their shit on you and you it's gonna be okay. And they on the phone with you for 2 hours and then when they get an opportunity. No. Yeah. They owe you. That's equity that
but
they
do you
build.
do you feel like that's a real justification just because somebody was there for you in a moment where you needed to vent?
And I'm not talking about one time.
Okay.
I'm talking about people who
Years.
you know.
Yeah. Like for real.
Who really know, like, yo, this motherfucker, I was stranded on the road. They done came pick me up. They done came called AAA.
Yeah.
They done pick me up from the airport. They done help me move.
Okay.
Anytime
Life-changing
I call them,
event.
they're there.
It's
It's like
traumatic
people-
event you were there for.
People know who they owe something to, man.
Yeah.
And that don't mean they're gonna do it. But I don't like that phrase because I feel like it's a cop out. And I battle with this because people go back and forth. But I feel like it's a cop out for some people just to kind of be selfish and not pay their moral, ethical debt that they owe to people.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Moral,
saying?
ethical debt.
And it's true. Like, it's a lot of times where people will feel like that, but but we always saying, don't nobody owe you anything.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say that about your moms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If your mom won the lottery, you gonna be like, she owe you nothing. That's
Look,
your
all them Euphoria residuals I done gave to that restaurant. Oh, you gonna look out.
Stuff like that, man.
I think I need you to give me a slice of that lottery.
That
you
part.
just
And
won.
it's all, basis. What they call it, whatever basis. It's all
Like scenario by scenario.
Yeah, scenario based. But I just think that's one phrase that holds us back, man.
Yeah.
What was that?
Don't nobody owe you anything.
Because we were in the context of talking about how you have people that could possibly put you in a position to win or give you an opportunity and they don't. And I'm like, I had to come to a realization that don't nobody owe me nothing. So Trey was saying nah, I don't believe in that. So
okay, so why do they owe you something?
Well, what I said was people know who they owe certain things to. People accumulate moral and ethical debt to people all the time, and then when they get in a position to pay it back, they just forget about it. You know what I mean? Now, so for example, like I said, you might have a friend who's on now, right? But before they was on, they would call her every day, talk to her every day. Nika may go make her food, pick her up from the airport. You know what I mean? Just be there for her in so many different ways, right? And then that person get in the position, and then knowing what she does and then don't pay it back. They don't have to, but...
Wait, do they know the story?
what story? It's a lot of stories.
Do they know the story?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Don't know the story.
Oh, y'all got to stir that out.
No, listen, being in a position...
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The story
What
you
we
told
talking
me?
about, yeah.
Okay. They don't know.
They don't know.
Okay.
And I feel like,
I mean, they don't know. Should they know? I mean, I don't know. I've never
know.
talked about
Does
it
it
publicly.
go with what
told
you're
me.
saying?
I
know.
I didn't tell your story to somebody else. You
I
told
know.
yeah.
I know.
if you want to share. But that's what I was saying. I feel like people know who they owe.
Okay,
something to.
I always say that too. I always say people don't owe you anything. Nobody owes you. But I made the statement broader for myself, just so I can say it with a better understanding of it. Nobody owes you anything. And then I always tag on that. People do because they want to do. Nobody owes you, but people do because they want to, or it's the right thing to do.
And that's see you.
That's
you say
why-
your key phrasing.
Listen, you lend me money, and I say I'm going to pay you back. I don't have to pay you back. You gave me the money already. I got what I needed.
Got what
I
you
spent
needed.
what I needed. I solved whatever issue I had that the money was going to help me solve. I don't have to legally. I don't have to pay you back. Morally, I do.
That's why I say you got.
So
moral
people
debt
do because
and
they
ethical
know
debt.
it's the right
They
thing
do.
to do.
Right,
they don't
right.
have to.
Right.
That's how I
But
look
they
at it.
They
Yo,
should.
of course, so and so should do something for this person. They don't have to,
Yeah.
but they do it because they know this is the right thing to do.
And see, that's what I have an issue with in Hollywood. It's like you can do the wrong thing and still get ahead and still be seen in this like positive light. You know, like, yeah. No, I mean, I'm saying...
Stepping on people type thing?
Well, not even stepping on, like, straight up, like, taking something from someone.
Okay.
You know, like, this person, you know, that I'm referring to, like,
tell a
they
story.
actually... Y'all gonna get me canceled. Oh, fuck it, I ain't got no jobs anyway. a bitch is in hiatus right now. No, I was, so like I told you earlier, like, sketch comedy...
Wait, hold on. Should we hold this part of this story for the Patreon?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
It's time for the Patreon anyway.
All right, let's go Patreon.
All right, yo, y'all want to hear the story? I heard it already. It was compelling. it was actually sad, but it's one of the truths of Hollywood. It's like how Hollywood operates a lot of the times that you guys don't see. So come on over to the Patreon and get this uncut exclusive from Nika King/Williams, because her daddy named King.
Oh, my God.
Daddy named King. I'm going to call her King.
I'm gonna call it King.
Daddy named King. I'm gonna call her King.
You beat me to it.
Come on over to the Patreon, y'all. We see you in a second.